Dun, 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 dun. Well, here we are, like day 9,000 of working on Piecemeal here. And not sure where I recorded to last. What video was there? I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, where we stand, I did pull the valve body out, clean that up. Had a lot of junk inside of it. And also partially put the Transgo, I think it's a TS2 shift kit on it. Just try to build line pressure, get the shift right. And, well, naturally that didn't work. And I'm pretty sure that is that where I left off at? I can't remember. Either way, messing with the kick down here. Went over the whole valve body. Did all that. I didn't pull apart the tail shaft to check the governor out. So, messing with the kick down. Pretty sure I got it exactly where it needs to be. You know, full throttle, it is all the way back with maybe a thousandths play in it, 2,000ths play. And all the way forward, it's all the way forward. So, I mean, I'm not sure how much better it's supposed to be. But it has first, it has second, just fine. Third gear, without the kick down on, third gear wants to, like if you're just light throttle, and let's say you're 40 miles an hour there, you can kind of feel it like it backs off a little bit. That it wants to shift, but it kind of stays in second. So, put the kick down on, adjust that all up, exactly how it's supposed to be. And you got to wind it up a little bit more, but it does kind of go into third gear. But then it was kind of slipping and wanting to bounce back out, depending your RPM, and it felt like it was like dragging the car back, you know, dragging it down. So, just because of the whole slippage issue, I figured I'd double check the bands today. So I double checked the front clutch band and tightened that just a little bit. So 2 turns out, I gave it like 1.5, you know, a half turn in. And now it's even worse. I mean, it shifts to third, barely, but man, does it drag it down. Like you get off the gas in this thing and it just, whoa, man, it feels like the brakes are applied. So it's not quite right. So, naturally, because I said I would be kicking myself in the rear, which I am, I did buy a rebuild kit for that tranny way back, just in case. And when I had it ripped apart, I should have put it in because it had new seals, all new seals. Which for the most part is right here. A couple bags I have out already. And the clutch pack, you know, with all the disc. It wasn't a master kit. I think that was part of the reason I didn't put it in, because it wasn't a master kit. So, I should have. One of these days I'll learn my lesson. Well, I highly doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. So, now here we stand. The transmission must come back out of the car. Because something's not quite right. Whether I screwed something up when I assembled it out here or whatnot, but it's not burning up the fluid, which is a plus. Not really any friction material in the fluid, so that's a good sign. But either way, it's got to come out. Don't touch your nose with it. warm. I took it up the road, so naturally it's going to be warm. But so transmission has to come out, has to get rebuilt. Where I go from here with it, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I'm getting tired of messing with this kickdown cable, I can tell you that. It's so finicky, and they got so many lengths throughout the years through Chrysler. I thought about, like on the 98 Ram over here, how that has cable, and it comes around from the back, pull back, and it's the other way up here at the carburetor. I thought about adapting the cable because I think those, if I remember right, those cables are like self-adjusting. Well, not self-adjusting, but where you pull back and you pull throttle back and you release it, and that's set. Something like that. Whoa, it's getting breezy. So, as you can see, the hood's not on. Otherwise, I'd have to pull right back off anyway, do transmission. Man, a lot of pressure there. A touch low on antifreeze, which I figured, until it got into the passages and everything. So, full transmission. Not sure if I'm going to leave it in the car for right. Man, Indy 500 today. My God, what the hell is going on? But anyway, not sure if I'm going to find another used one, maybe rebuild that, find a good core. Throw the rest. I used a couple seals out of that kit. Rebuild one with what I have left in the kit, and then pull this one out and swap one back in, and then mess with this kickdown cable all over again. Or, I don't know. I do have an 833 4-speed that's sitting right upstairs. That was originally off of the 383. I don't have a bell housing for it. I have a big block bell housing. So, should I find a bell housing? Rebuild that? Then I got to put a clutch pedal assembly and all that in here. Or, I'm only running with a 318 here, and it's more for cruising than anything. Do I find, what is it, an NV 3500 out of a newer pickup or something? And that would be a 5-speed. And most likely hydraulic clutch, so that'd be a little easier to adapt. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But maybe it's trying to tell me something. The car is not quite ready to be on the road completely. There's something funny with the steering. I'm not sure what that is yet. I haven't had it run long enough to really mess with anything. Power steering needs to go back on. Right now, it's just looped and capped. But yeah, it's weird. It's kind of all over the place, and it wasn't like that before. So, I don't know if something's loose. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. I got to look into that. So, maybe it's trying to tell me something. Yo, dummy, get it out of your head. I'm not quite ready yet. Fix the rest of it. So, got to look at the steering. Maybe I might have knocked out the toe in and toe out on it when I ripped apart the front suspension. So I got to look at that. Dog hair. And the rear, which is sitting behind the car, can't see it, but the rear is sitting behind the car, and that's, the hell is that? It's an 8 1/4. And it's out of a Jeep Cherokee. And I believe it's a 1/2 inch wider than the 7 1/4 that's in here now. Is that right? Yeah. It's an 8 1/4. This is 7 1/4. I believe that is a 1/2 inch wider than this rear, which shouldn't be a problem. That's a 1/4 inch on each side. But all the spring perches and all that need to be cut off and re-welded on the underside. So, I guess before this really gets running super good here, that we figure all the bugs out, the rear and stuff's going to have to go in, because otherwise, get this end all figured out, and bam, I'll blow the rear right out of the car. Then I'll be back to square one. Which I think I'd probably be all right with that, because then I'm not messing with the transmission. So we'll see. I don't know. I'll keep you up to date. Right now, I think it's just going to stay in here. And while I chew on this, I got to get over to fixing the dart. Got to finish straightening out the panels and go get me some parts. So, hope you recognize me. I shaved last night. But anyway, thanks for watching. Give a thumbs up. I guess that helps with the algorithm stuff. And subscribe. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.